This one is a recommendation straight from you guys. It is Little Simz, Introvert. Now, Little Simz has probably caused some of the most controversial topics in my comment section, so shout out to you guys for staying engaged and for coming at that to her defense and whatnot, and for allowing me to find out who you want me to dig deeper into to sort of clarify and refine my palette. So we're doing a Little Simz reaction. Today, we're doing Little Simz Introvert, the official video. Before we do so, please be sure to leave a like on the video if you enjoyed this song. Comment down below if you have any recommendations of what we should react to next. And of course, hit that subscribe button. We're on a mission to 5,000 subscribers by the end of the summer. Help me hit that goal, and to support the channel, hit that subscribe button. Let's jump right into the reaction. This man hit the folks harder than anybody I ever seen in my life. He said, oh boy. No, I'd also like to say this was one of the songs that you guys recommended straight out of the comments. So if you have a recommendation, be sure to drop it in the comment section. I can already tell this is going to be a statement piece, like a performance, because of the clip that she's showing. Like, this is some historical shit.
On fire, the blood of a young Messiah. I see sinners in a church, I see sinners in a church. Sometimes I might be introvert, there's a war inside. I hear battle cries, mothers burying sons, young boys playing with guns, the devil's a liar.
Okay, so this one is going to be one of the ones where we see Little Simz really show off her musical and lyricism aspect of it. I didn't get to see that in my previous reaction. I just reacted to Women, which is more of like a song and an homage to the power that women has been able to accumulate. But this one is going to be more of like a flexing of her lyrical talent. So this should be interesting. This should be quite interesting.
Fulfill your wildest desires. Now I don't want to be the one to doctor this, but if you can't feel pain, then you can't feel the opposite. The fight between the yin and yang's a fight you'll never win. I study humans, that makes me an anthropologist. I'm not into politics, but I know it's dark times. Parts of the world still living in apartheid. But if I don't take this winner's flight, that's career suicide. Though I should have been a friend when your grandma died. I see the illness, see my aunt laying in her bed. I see her soul rising as her body gets closer to death.
Jesus Christ, that was deep. I mean, she mentioned wanting to be more involved. She mentioned the parts of the world still having apartheid, and then she's talking about, you know, having to sort of live through watching her auntie die. Like, Jesus, that's a lot compact into just like 4 or 5 bars.
And I'm not trying to be healed. I sabotage what you're trying to build, cause the feelings I keep aside, but it's time to reveal. I hate the thought of just being a burden. I hate that these conversations are surfaced. Sim's an artist or Sim be the person. To you I'm smiling, but really I'm hurting. I dedicate my life and gave my heart over 20-something years, left wondering how I even feel. What was it?
Wait, how old is she? She looks young as hell. She said she gave her heart in over 20 years, unless she's sort of like saying that she's just been dedicating herself to this her entire life. She only looks 20-something. At the oldest, I'll give her 27. How old is Lil Simz?
Even worth it. I bottle up and let's spill it in verses. One day I'm wordless, next day I'm a wordsmith. Close to success, but to happiness I'm the furthest. At night I wonder if my tears will dry on their own. Hoping I will fulfill Amy's purpose.
Now, again, bar, she's doing a lot of profound lyricism right now, but this is just for questioning right here, right? Is this called interpretive dancing? This stuff, I've never been able to get a hang of this stuff. Like, he's like freaking, I guess it's like, you watch the way that he moves his body and try to like draw meaning from it, his facial expressions and stuff, but like,
one day I'm wordless, next day I'm a wordsmith.
What is this?
Close to success, but to happiness I'm the furthest. At night I wonder if my tears will dry on their own. Hoping I will fulfill Amy's purpose. Angel said don't let ego be a disturbance. In the demon said motherfucker you earn this. Like they strip you of everything you're deserving. Realize there is a prison and ours being conditioned as fuck. Man, it's like they can't sleep till our spirit is crushed. How much fighting must we do? We've been fearless enough. Always seen as broken homes here in poverty. Corrupt government officials, lies and atrocities. How they talking almost threatening the economy. Knocking down communities.
Oh, yeah, now she is spitting. She's spitting, bro. She's sort of talking about the plight of people of color and, just like minority groups in general. How much do you have to fight? How many years do you have to put into screaming the same messages over and over again, protesting and doing all these things just to get a simple message across of wanting equality, wanting the same for all people? And the real answer to it, I don't want to get too much into the political discussion and the politics. The real answer to it is that there are people who are making money off of the fact that there are people who care so much about uplifting their communities and whatnot. And as a result, that means that it's going to be a forever deal. As long as there exists rich and poor, there's going to exist minority groups and majority groups. It's just always going to be the case. If you look throughout the history of time, it's always been the case where a group was the majority group, whether or not they had numbers literally and population wise, or numbers in terms of financially where they were the richer group. There will always be a richer and a poorer, and as a result, they're going to pick other things as distractions for us to divide over. Bumbleclad. Do y'all hear that thunder? Jesus Christ! But yeah, they're going to try to pick these things that separate us because it distracts us from the fact that there are things that separate us. You know what I mean? Because there's a separation of rich and poor, they make us look at color, or they make us look at class. They make us look at all these other education status, those things. So we're not looking at the fact that, hey, those rich motherfuckers are ripping us off. And that's just the game. It's always going to be played, unfortunately.
Free up on properties, I'm directly affected. It does more than just bother me. Look beyond the surface, don't just see what you want to see. My speech ain't involuntary, projecting attention straight from my lungs. I'm a black woman and I'm a proud one. We walking blind, fake not knowing the outcome. But as long as we're unified, then we've already won.
This says about 2 years ago. I don't necessarily remember when the whole George Floyd thing happened. I think it might have been 2020, so maybe this was like, way after. But I'm thinking that this has something to do with that message. There was a lot of songs coming out around that time that was trying to push this message in. Breaking the divide. Bum, 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 bum. Am I doing it? Was that interpretive dancing? Am I doing it right? Who is this guy? Who is this? He must be famous or something, where like interpretive dance is his thing, because he's been so prominent in this video. I love the message, I love the song, I love the music video, but I'm a bit torn about the topic. It's always this like back and forth with me of being a member of the black race and knowing that us and our pride in being black and our willingness to like go deep back into history and remind everybody of what black people did for the nation and for the world and whatever. I'm split, right? Because on one end, right, we think about all the things black people have accomplished as a race, and when we see those things are neglected to be taught, or we see that they're not taught in a proper way, we become so strong and unified. But then when others try to point out the deficiencies or the negatives that are prevalent among specifically black people or people of color, then all of a sudden we become so divided. We have a group of us that will say yes, and they'll get called the C word and they'll get called Uncle Toms and whatnot for pointing out the fact that a lot of things are dominant in black culture, colored culture. And then there's the other crowd that are so focused on their identity, and black sort of takes over their life, where they even go as far as being racist against white people and will say it all in the name of black pride when they don't see how similar it is as just claiming white power. It's so weird. So I'm always on the fence when it comes to like rocking that boat. But I just wanted to say that because as a black man, it's always something I've had a battle with since I was a kid. But whatever.
Insert begins. The base is an amalgamation of everything. Rules are not to be played by rebels. Version led you here. Intuition protected you along the way. Feelings allowed you to be well balanced. And perspective gave you foresight. The top of the mountain is nothing without the climb. Only the strong will survive. Only the strong will survive.
Oh, here comes Kunta Kent. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I can't call him that. Fuck, dude. Fuck. Oh, boy. We gotta be serious here. This is a serious video. Oh, who are those two freaking sneakos in the back just watching him, though? That's weird, dude. Stop watching this dude busting it down like this.
Alone, but not lonely. Your truth unveiled with time. As you embark on a journey of what it takes to be a woman.
What? What did this have to do with being I thought this was about being black. Whatever. I guess her identity is a black woman, so it kind of makes sense. But this is from her album. Sometimes I Might Be Introvert. I'll give this one. I give it a 9 out of 10. I think the message alone gives it like 7 points. It was really great lyricism on Little Simz's part. Amazing. Music video was, is probably what brought it down. It would have probably been a perfect 10. And that's just from me. Again, these are my opinions and my reactions. If you don't like them, F off. But I'll give it a 9 out of 10. The message was very powerful and her lyricism was amazing, very well put together. For me personally, music video brought it down a notch from perfection. But this was great. Thank you guys for recommending this in the comments of the other Little Simz reactions. And if you enjoyed this reaction, leave a like on the video. Comment down below what you would like to see next on the channel reaction wise. Could be Little Simz, could be someone similar, someone completely different, whatever it is. Drop it in that comment section. But before you do any of that, hit that subscribe button to help me hit my goal of 5,000 subscribers by the end of the summer, and to support Dreamers Entertainment, man. Till next time, till the next video, Dreamers.